friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dalia and we're back again once again on my Springcore Island Honey Oats. I know it's been a few weeks since we've been here, since I restarted and started a new island on my other Switch. But yeah, we are back and we are doing another build I've mentioned before on the channel, and we're finally doing it. So as you guys can probably tell by the title of the video, we are making Chai, who is a new villager on this island, her own tea shop. So here's Dizzy's Breakfast Cafe, and I figured it was only fitting that we build Chai her own tea shop right beside it, or it's kind of below it to the right. But I wanted to have two little adorable elephants on my island, and I wanted them to have their own little shops. So yeah, we're gonna be doing it right where I'm standing. As you guys can see, Chai is the new villager on my island. I moved her in through Amiibo. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel, and hit those post notifications so you're notified when I have uploads. So without further ado, get yourself a snack and a drink, get yourself all comfy and cozy, and let's start today's video because we got a lot of work to do. So quickly off camera, I did quickly grab Chai's house as well as customize it so that it matches Dizzy's. It's the exact same exterior, but I did include a little welcome sign for hers. She does have a really cute interior, so I figured, you know, like, part of the tea shop could be outside, part of it could be inside of her house. Maybe in the future I'll also decorate her house to be like a kitchen style build, but for today we just left her interior as is. So first thing we have to do is we have to fix this water terraforming that I did leave completely undone in the last video that I did, including Dizzy's house. So I'm actually really happy with the final result of the water terraforming that I did in this build. As you've previously heard me mention, if you've watched any of my builds for this island, I'm trying to incorporate even the smallest of water terraforming elements in all of my builds on this island, because I really wanted to challenge myself with water terraforming, and my last few islands have had not a lot of water terraforming, so I'm trying to be a little more creative and incorporate some more water terraforming. So I did like a little double bridge moment, which you guys will see later on. I had no idea I was going to do it in the first place, but yeah, here I'm just extending the cliff behind Chai's house. This cliff is actually going to extend all the way back at the very end of the video towards where the incline is, and the entire back right of my island is going to be a second and third tier cliff area, which I'm going to be building probably in my next build. But yeah, I'm just extending that here. I did want to have some height behind Chai's house, even though I don't actually end up decorating the second cliff at all. In this video, I just kind of wanted to get a feel of what the area generally looks like. Then moving on, we started working on the pathing. You've seen this path 1,000 times. It's by Boys Crossing. I have the link in my description, along with all the creator codes I use for this island. I actually do have a full video where I showcase all of the custom designs I'm using for this island. So if you're interested in seeing like a full view description of all the codes I'm using, check that out. I'll leave it linked in the description for you guys. So now I'm placing down this deck pathing. This is a 3-tile deck pathing. I do use it for Dizzy's house as well, so I figured it just made the most sense to just use the same pathing. It's a really pretty light brown, almost beige white color, which for their house colors and for the color scheme of my island just honestly works perfectly. And yeah, then I'm just finishing up the pathing, extending it a little bit further. And then we'll be moving on to decorating, which is like the main point of this video and the thing you guys are probably the most excited to see. And actually something I'm really proud with too. I love the way that the final area turned out. So let's just quickly extend this a little bit more, because I was trying to figure out how much like tables and chairs and things I wanted laid out here before I finished just moving the river over. This is when I realized that we're like right up against the beach, so doing waterscaping like directly by the beach is always so awkward for me. I feel like it never like makes sense. I think it looks good in the end though. So moving on to decorating, we started placing down the storefronts. I used the blue color, same thing that I did at Dizzy's house too. I'm just basically trying to mimic the layout for both of them because I wanted them to be similar, obviously, in the layout and vibe. So I'm placing that. The main difference between Dizzy's breakfast cafe and Chai's tea shop is that Dizzy does have an outdoor like kitchen, and this is just the shop area of the tea shop, so the only thing I include are actual like tables, chairs, and items. I don't include a kitchen. Then I put that pergola behind it. I thought it looked really cute. I originally put the yellow one, but I like the pop of purple, even though purple is not a color I'm really using on this island. I still think it looks kind of cute. And then I started placing down items. I used the covered counters and the dessert case because I figured you can mainly buy food at Dizzy's. So for Chai's house, I'm like, okay, well, you can buy like desserts to go with your tea. So it made the most sense. And I'm using the covered counters for her build compared to the stalls that I used for Dizzy's. I just like the way that the covered counters looked for this one. I might honestly go back and add the covered counters to Dizzy's instead, but we'll leave it like it is for now. Then I started placing down chairs and tables. Obviously, I had to use some of this in Rio furniture in this build, so I will be using the, what are they called? The cinnamon roll stools, which are so cute. I did place them backwards so you can't see the faces, but it's fine. It still looks super cute. And yeah, you get the vibe. It's just a cafe. It's really cute. We use some serving carts, tons of simple kettles, and although I did use coffee cups, this is a tea shop, so just imagine that the coffee cups had tea in it. I also do use the new tea mugs that we have from the 2.0 update, but for this little, like, the small cafe tables, or whatever they're called, I wanted to use the coffee cups in the yellow because I thought they're so cute. And I'm finally using the peacock chair. Can you believe I've never used these in any build before? They're so cute and they're so perfect for this build. I like how mismatched all the furniture is. That's kind of the vibe my whole island is going for. And areas like this where it's a little bit more structured because they're shops, I still wanted the furniture to look more mismatched, so that's kind of the vibe. And I really like it. It's very, very cute. Then we were basically finished with decorating her actual house, and I wanted to get some of the terraforming laid out for the rest of the build. I wanted this area to look cute, you know? So I'm continuing with the water terraforming, and this is where I'm going to be placing the first bridge. I really wanted there to be a bridge leading up to her house with some party lights, so just kind of, that's the vibe we were going for. I ended up going with the wooden bridge. I think it looks really good. Let me know if you think maybe another bridge would be better. I was debating the stone bridge, but it doesn't quite go with the color scheme of my island, and I don't really have, I don't have any stone bridges on my island that I can remember, I think. So I figured the wooden bridge, just because it's a very natural bridge with the wood, and made the most sense. So here's where I'm trying to like make the water terraforming work. I am making a very, very, very tiny little cliff, and I'm just gonna put some waterfalls on the top. I didn't know how to make it look natural. So I figured this was like the easiest way for it to look like somewhat decent. So I'm just doing like the typical like 1-2 waterfall thing connecting. And this is where the idea for the second the second bridge kind of started, because I have this water that has to continue below the first area of water. So I'm like, okay, we'll start it. We'll see how it looks. I put down the first wooden bridge. As you can tell, even the game realizes we need to do some landscaping. I'm fully aware of it. It doesn't have to tell me. So I just quickly time traveled and moved the bridge in after paying it off. And we had CJ hanging around. I was praying he wouldn't get in the way, because villagers have a tendency to get in the way when I'm trying to build in terraform especially. So much appreciated him. He didn't actually get in the way at all. And I was kind of seeing the areas start to come together. I'm like, okay, you know what? We can do a 2 bridge moment. I never do double bridges. I've always wanted to do like a double bridge going diagonally, so like they go off in two separate directions, one to the left, one to the right. Not what we did here, but still, like, I think it looks really cute. Maybe I can do a double bridge thing where I have two going out to the left and one going off to the left and one going off to the right. Maybe I can go back and fix it. Like, looking at it now, I think I can maybe make it work in the future. Who knows? But I'm really happy with the way that this area looked. Like, look how cute it looks. Now we just need to like fill it in with a lot of flowers and stuff, and it looks really cute on my map. See, like the bottom right area, like I'm really proud of it because I'm not very good at water terraforming, and I think it looks really cute. So as you can tell, this is like grade 1 water terraforming. Like, this is water terraforming 101, but I'm proud of it nonetheless. If you've seen any of my previous islands, the water terraforming is like next to none. So this is a big deal for me. So in this area in the middle, I'm just placing down the dirt pathing once again. I just knew I wanted this area in the middle to be filled with flowers. It's just going to replicate kind of like the flower field that I had previously built on the island. And just because it's a very natural space, once again, it is a kind of a transitional area. Look at Marshall. Oh god, he's so cute. It's a transitional area from like a more structured build to what's going to be a lot more natural below it. So yeah, then I started placing down some hedges and other fences. Once again, this is just mimicking what I did for Dizzy's house, so I used the hedges and then the white wooden fencing. And that's pretty much all I did for this area. Then I started placing down shrubs and flowers and trees, and that's basically the remainder of this video. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just kind of getting the layout and the feel of how I wanted this area to be filled out. I do, like I said, fill in the rest of the cliff behind Chai's house leading to that incline. I don't even include me decorating it. You do see the final decorating portion, but I don't actually show it on camera because I kept just like throwing random items down and like just trying to make it look full, and I didn't want to waste placing clips of me like struggling to figure out what to do. So I'm just planting some trees. A lot of the trees in this build are very stunted because I didn't want there to be too much height with the trees. I still wanted it to be very natural. So I stunt a lot of them on the second and third growth stage, which is honestly like perfectly fine because that's what I've done for a lot of this island so far. And then we've started planting flowers. So I went, grabbed a ton of flowers, and we're just throwing them down miscellaneously. As I've mentioned before, the color scheme for this island is blue, white, yellow, and green. So all the flowers in the area are just blue, white, yellow, and green. I mainly am using cosmos and hyacinths on this island the most. I also do use some mums and blue windflowers. Blue is the only, the windflower, the only color I'm using for it is blue, just because the blue is so pretty. I've said before, I wish we had more muted shades for some of our flowers, which we do not, unfortunately, but still really, really cute. And I like the pop of blue. Gives a little bit more color to like the more muted version of the blue hyacinths. So, very, very cute. So I started decorating this middle area right here, and once again, planting tons of flowers. I don't know what to say when I'm doing parts like this in the video because there's nothing really interesting to talk about on screen. But like, that's all I'm doing, is just planting flowers. So, not very interesting, I apologize. I do go back and forth to a treasure island like 4 times to grab flowers, if that's an interesting little tidbit of information. And then here, you will see I did place down a 4-tile blanket because I decided I wanted there to be a little picnic area in this spot. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't just go with the flower field, but I wanted there to be something. So I do end up placing just a little tiny picnic area, nothing crazy, very simple. So I'm just placing these decoy ducks down in the areas that I put the little nest design, which I think are so cute. And then moving on to this area here, I decided to go with a different blanket coat, my favorite blanket coat that I'm using on this island actually. And then I honestly just wanted to put a bike down with like 1 or 2 more items, so I decided to go with a bike, a picnic basket, and a round pillow. So it's kind of like someone just stopped here and made a little picnic to sit down and relax while they were biking. I think it sounds very cute. And then as I was decorating, Dizzy was hanging out at Chai's cafe, so I thought that was super cute. I had to stop and like talk to him. Look how adorable he is. He's so cute. Anyway, and then I just was finishing up the area, once again placing a few more natural items and then some furniture items, throwing down wheat fields where I think I needed them. I love decorating with wheat fields, especially on this island. If you see, half of my island is just covered in wheat fields. I think that's one of the reasons I'm having such issues with lag, is because of all the wheat fields, and the furniture, but like mainly the wheat fields. And then here I'm placing down the party lights. I decided to place party lights leaning to the front of each bridge. I think it looks so cute. So I just adjusted the pathing a little bit and it just looks so cute. I wish we could place it closer to the bridge, but we can't. So we'll make do. But we are officially wrapped up with the video. So you guys have seen almost the entire build, but let's do a final walkthrough. I'm extremely happy with the way that this area turned out, and now I have two little elephants with their own little shops on my island. So without further ado, let's go check out the full build. Alright, that is everything for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy with the way that this build turned out, and thinking about it, I think I'm only about 3 or 4 builds away from fully finishing this island, so we'll be getting tons of videos for the next couple of days with this island as we kind of try to finish it and wrap it up. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you do, don't forget to leave a like on the video, as well as subscribe to my channel and hit those post notifications. And yeah, I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!